So this is essentially the website for the Willy's Chocolate Experience. I think they couldn't call it exactly Willy Wonka or anything, but they call it Willy Wonka adjacent. I'm not sure if it's to avoid copyright, or it might be because the movie's coming out with Tim Chalamet, and they don't want. I don't know. I thought it would be piggybacking off that to try and get more people into this from the hype of the movie, but they only call it Willy's Chocolate Experience. I don't know if it's because of. I don't think there is any copyright, but then who knows? It might be. Maybe they don't have the right to say the word Wonka. So the website showed these AI generated images. Let me scroll back up. This is what was essentially promised. You can tell very much they just typed in some AI prompt and went with the first picture it generated. And this is what the parents thought they were taking their kids to. Let's have a look at how much these tickets cost. If I click on this, can I still buy? Nope. Okay, that's gone. I was going to check, because I remember people saying they're between 45 to £50. And I want to see what the different types of like tiers were for tickets, like what they included. So it was run by a company called House of Illuminati. And apparently they have more coming soon, a media partner. I'm not sure. Contact us. Press. Partnership. Oh no, that just opens up an email. I don't want to dox my email here. Let's not do that. We have an Instagram as well. Is that Instagram still up? No, it's just House of... Okay, so they've got 0 posts on this Instagram. Location. Oh, okay. It's just... Oh, I was wondering. I thought it was just the name of the warehouse. But no, there is an address. You can't see it because it's in white text. So you'll need to highlight it to see it. No, that's... It's just... Okay, so the entire thing is just one page. And clicking on any of these buttons just takes you to a specific part of the page. It doesn't actually take you to a new web page. So it is just a singular web page. And that just scrolls you down, which is the most minimal website I've ever seen, I think. They've only got the one web page. Okay. So let's have a look at the company. So this is House of Illuminati. As you can see, more AI art being used to promote themselves. Let's have a look at what they say about themselves. They offer immersive experiences. That's what they're trying to do, I'm guessing. This looks like some Hogwarts, Harry Potter themed AI art that they I wonder if they do have a contract with J.K. Rowling or one of those to do a Harry Potter themed experience next. Might be the only Harry Potter themed project I'll ever support. Yeah, it's just full of AI art. Is this the same thing? Is it just the same page but with... Yeah, it's... You click on it, it just scrolls you down. Careers. Can I apply for a job here? No, they no longer have any more job listings. Okay. In fact, you know what? Let me have a look if I can find the actual Willy Wonka Experience Glasgow. Let's have a look at some actual pictures from the place. This is what was promised versus what we got. It seemed like they did try and put an actual show on, but they spent the bit. I don't know who organized. No, actually, I can find out who organized it. House of Illuminati. They're on Company's House, right? They've got a registered office. Let's see if we can find out where this is. So this is where they're saying that apparently their office is their office is in a bar. Okay, I have a feeling this is just like a PO box or something. They started the company in November, so November, December, January, February, 4 months essentially. It took them 4 months to plan and organize this business event. Sorry, immersive experience. Right, who is involved in this shit show? Only one person. Okay. How many other companies have you? Okay, he's got House of Illuminati. That's the one. Okay. He's the director of 2 other companies. They all seem to have the exact same address, which apparently is a bar. So I'm guessing it's like a PO box, or just like maybe actually is a bar he owns. And he's trying to run an extra company because he thinks he's an entrepreneur now. This is the kind of entrepreneur fucking Andrew Tate's shitty Hustle University course probably shits out. This picture of the Oompa with the science equipment is one that's been going viral. Fair play to the actors that they did get on. They actually did try their best to make sure the kids had a good time, despite the fact that the kids were very clearly traumatized by how scary some of that shit was. The lad they got to play the titular character of Willy Wonka, dressed in, he looks more like Brandon Curie from Panic at the Disco in that one music video. with his ringmaster outfit. Then he does Willy Wonka because he's not even wearing purple. But like, even the AI art gets that wrong. It shows him wearing blue. Yeah, so this whole thing was done in a warehouse. They made some very minimal sets. One of the things they were given actually was a script which was like 15 pages long, and it was entirely AI generated nonsense. And they included a character called the Unknown, which is apparently an evil chocolate maker that lives inside the walls, and Willy Wonka is supposed to defeat him by hoovering him up. We've already got fan art of it as well, but they didn't even provide him with a Hoover to use for that part in the script, and it was all very sort of last minute. So I'm surprised they tried to even run this event when it looked this bad. For £45 to spend like an hour in a warehouse, be given one half a glass of lemonade, one jelly bean, a singular jelly bean, and to walk through this immersive experience, which is honestly really fucking depressing. Like, it's full of spelling mistakes. It says here, it's meant to be Imagination Lab. It says Imagination Lab. Like, they didn't even use basic level Photoshop to fix these spelling mistakes. Ensuring entertainment. Okay. Not sure what the fuck ensuring is, but they've got it. Castigating live performances. Carcheatons. Extra day lollipops. A paradise of sweet teats. Okay, they've got my attention now. Paradise of sweet teats. That's like half of my incognito search history, so. It is a cynical cash grab, right? And this is the thing we should be expecting more of. Because what they essentially did is they thought, hey, we can use AI to become entrepreneurs now. We don't need creative input from anyone else. Like this, we've got this current phase in the industry, and not just any industry, every fucking industry, where they're starting to hire and, well, sorry, not hire, they're starting to fire and let go of artists and creative types because they think they don't need them anymore because they have AI that can generate anything they want now. They think it's like some kind of magic tool that'll fix everything and do everything for them, but turns out it's just a tool, and a tool is only as good as a tool using it, right? And these guys have learned the painful way that you can't just rely on AI to do everything for you. I think they genuinely thought it was like some kind of fucking magic that would manifest things for them with the way they just gave them an AI generated script and expected the actors to have all the materials they need to act it out without being provided anything. It's insane that they thought that this was something that they could run and get away with. But unfortunately, that's the problem. This is the kind of thing we should be expecting more of now, because a lot of places are letting go of people from their roles and employment just to churn out crap that they think they can generate with AI. And the problem is, when you have entirely AI with no human input at all, the quality takes a nosedive, essentially. And you end up with generic crap that looks bad and is very fucking mediocre and full of errors that if any human being just looked over this once before posting any of it or handing it in or submitting it, they would have caught those spelling mistakes immediately, but they didn't. And unfortunately, I'm sure we're going to see more of this, not just like in this, but in like games and movies and TV shows that we watch that are going to start to use AI more and more. And that's not something I want to look forward to, you know? I'm excited to see where they go next, if they even get another chance to make something else. I imagine some other companies who are probably midway through doing something like this probably saw this happen and reconsidered, but I'm pretty sure some other places, mostly run by grifters who just want to make a quick buck, are going to try and do shit like this more as well. Like, in all honesty, right, if they've gone this far just to scam people, I'm surprised they tried to put on any event at all. They could have left the warehouse empty and not given anyone anything and run for it, which is what they're doing anyway, right? They are running and hiding with the money and not giving anyone refunds. So they're going to save themselves some money by not even putting an event on in the first place. I'm not sure who they thought they were fooling by doing the absolute bare minimum bullshit like this and expecting people to think that they got their money's worth from it. No idea who they thought they were fooling, right? The thing is, AI will churn up the exact same thing AI churns out. So if multiple people put in the same thing for an AI generator, they're all going to put out the same fucking content. There'll be very little variation. So in the end, we're gonna end up with a lot of media that looks exactly the same. Yeah, what do you think about this whole experience? At the very least, wherever they brought their props from would probably make pretty funky like outdoor garden furniture, like that jelly bear, that gummy bear over there, and those like candy canes and the plants. Those look good. I'm pretty sure it's because they brought them from like a really cool place. Do you know what? I don't know if they've even spent 100. I think 100 quid might be what they spent on this, and that includes hiring out that warehouse. I think they brought a bunch of like candy themed like garden supplies and backdrops. No, I know they printed out some of the AI artwork and had it hanging on a piece of paper, like fabric, uh, which was kind of depressing. Oh, there is another thing as well. I know some of my friends posted about this. But yeah, one of the clubs in Glasgow is doing a Willy Wonka themed night just because of how popular this disaster has been. The actor for the unknown as well has done a face reveal, and it's a 16-year-old girl who they got to play the unknown behind that mirror. I think the job listing was done via Indeed, and I'm pretty sure the job listing itself was probably generated by AI because these people can't do a fucking thing themselves. And I think they promised like £500 for 1 day of work, which none of them got paid in the end. So like it very clearly was a scam because they had no intention of ever paying any of these people for anything, right? It might have been 2 days of work, so I think they had to set up stage as well, with whatever supplies were ordered. Yeah, this is the actual cast of the Willy Wonka Experience.
In Glasgow, that happened last week, and what a week it's been! I don't think any of us actors expected this response at all. It's been kind of surreal. I feel kind of like it's funny, but then I'm kind of like worried, and then I'm like anxiety stations.
Let me look at the comments on this.
Jenny, and I was an Oompa Loompa at the Willy Wonka's Chocolate Experience in Glasgow. That happened last week, and what a week it's been! I don't think any of us actors expected this response at all. It's been kind of surreal. I feel kind of like it's funny, but then I'm kind of like worried, and then I'm like anxiety stations, and it's all over the place. But anyway, so I see there's a lot of talk about the unknown, and as one of the actors, you might be interested to learn the unknown has dialogue in the original script. So, without further ado, let me just check to see when my contract, if this is legal. Obviously this didn't happen. We had 12 hours to rehearse this. There was supposed to be a fight scene at the end. It's in the Imagination Lab. Guests gather around to see that the lights dim. Willy Wonka is supposed to be standing illuminated at one end of the room, holding an anti-graffiti gobstopper in his hand. We didn't have like lights. There was no like.
I like how it's meant to be an actual fight scene or a kid's immersive experience.
Him, shrouded in darkness, emerges the unknown with a device that emits a sinister glow. The air crackles with anticipation. Basically, it's just he's got this gobstopper. The unknown is like, I want that. The unknown goes, that's right, Willy. Imagine the chaos, the absolute power of turning tidiness into turmoil. Hand it over, and I might consider sparing your precious lab. The audience gasps, tension mounting as the two adversaries stand ready.
This is just making me think about how the film actors like guild essentially went like, hey, we're gonna start relying on AI now. We don't need writers anymore, and the whole writer strike affair going on. And this is the kind of shit that apparently writers are having to compete against.
Activating traps and illusions around the lab.
Oh hell yeah, the unknown is gender fluid. That's woke as fuck.
You think these parlor tricks will stop me? I've come too far to be foiled now. She retaliates her own device, shooting beams of light towards Willy, who skillfully evades them, using the lab's inventions as shields.
I don't want to see any more of this crap being made and people paying for it. Because there are people out there who actually genuinely say, like, oh, if it's good, I'll pay for it. I don't care if it's AI. But thing is, there's no such thing as good content made by AI at all. Like, I will legitimately say, like, I know obviously things are always going to be improving and stuff, but AI the way it is right now, name something that it was made by AI that you think is genuinely better than anything else made by a person, right? Because I've not seen anyone able to provide anything apart from fucking some stupid selfies that they put through a filter and it made them look like a Disney character or something. Like, this is why AI appeals to the worst fucking people at the moment, because they're vain as fuck. And they can use it to make their own pictures and stuff look good, and they think, oh, everyone wants to see this, right? Everyone wants to see me as a Pixar character or something, because this is amazing work, right? But they don't realize that, like, the only reason they're enjoying that piece of AI content is because it's about them. It was generated for them, about them. And that's why they like it. No one else gives a shit about your AI selfie at all, right? No one cares about you putting your picture through a filter to make yourself look like some fucking Ghibli character and claiming it as your own work. No one really gives a shit. But that's the problem. AI appeals to these vain motherfuckers who then think that they can make a profit out of this because everyone would enjoy it. And no one does. And I don't think enough people have been telling them to shut the fuck up about it. Like, I'm not 100% against AI. I think there is a place to use AI. If you're someone who feeds an AI algorithm your own work, so if you use your own pictures, if you use your own voice, your own artwork into an AI model and use that to generate work, 100%. I have no issues with that. In fact, I can give you an example or two of people using AI that I have zero issues with. So there are a few YouTube channels where they do like video essay type content or law videos, and what they've done is they fed their own voice into an AI model, and then they just type up the script, and the model generates that script as the voiceover for the video for them with their own voice. As far as I'm concerned, no one was like, having their work shown. It's all their own material being remixed for them, right? Saves them time having to record a voiceover for a video later. I have zero issues with that. Absolutely, 100%. Go ahead and do that. Those TikTok videos you see with text to speech on them, those are obviously actors who recorded text to speech stuff that people can use for free, and all they're doing is just reading out like Reddit stories or whatever. I think it's lazy content, but I'm not against it entirely. I think obviously it's the bare minimum work where no one is really putting in any effort. They're just like taking content that's free on the internet and sort of remixing it, but they're not stealing anything from someone because the voice they're using is like one that's available for screen readers and stuff. And it's just posts on Reddit that anyone can go scroll at any point. I don't like it. It's not for me. I don't really care for that shit. I don't like watching those AI voice video stuff because I think it's very lazy content. I'm not interested. I think I prefer to just read the post myself. But I guess there's a generation of kids who are too lazy to read and rather have something read to them, which I'm not going to judge. So, they've got an audience. They can do that. I have no real issues apart. Like, the only issues I have are personal issues, and I can put my own biases aside, say they're not actually doing anything wrong. Do you know what? I wouldn't be against using AI voice model. Thing is, I like being in front of the camera. I like having the attention on me, and I like doing the work myself and responding to comments and people myself and being more involved in the process. But like, I wouldn't be against it if I didn't want to put in the effort for my videos anymore. It's the nice way I'm trying to put it. But if it got to a point like, I don't know, maybe I got hit by a bus one day and I become fully paralyzed and I can no longer do content the way I do, fuck it, I'll use AI, feed it my own voice, and start doing video content that way, right? Or just maybe to save on time. Who knows? I wouldn't really be interested, but I guess there are ways you can use it. Using it like this is one way you shouldn't be using it. Like, who the fuck saw this and thought, let's take our kid? I mean, I think that's one of the issues I have with AI, right? We see the shit, and we laugh at it because we know it's dumb. But the thing is, People who generate AI content like this, who are grifters, who try and scam people, they're aiming for the lowest common denominator, who happen to be people who are dumb enough to fall for this shit. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are dumb enough to fall for this shit. Now that we have AI so easily accessible, I think this is going to be a trend from now on where scammers and grifters are going to keep making shit like this. Maybe not immersive events, maybe other stuff. Just generating AI content, and then stupid fucking people on the internet are going to buy it regardless. They're going to take the cash and run. If I had a fucking sponsor from Squarespace right now, I would be plugging the shit out of it. If I had a Squarespace sponsorship, because this person could definitely have done with one. No, this is making me depressed now. I want to stop looking at this. I'm expecting in Halloween everyone's gonna be fucking dressed as the unknown. It wouldn't surprise me if that ended up happening.